A bound morpheme is the opposite of a free morpheme. A bound morpheme, by definition, is a morpheme, usually of Latin origin in English, that cannot stand alone, but is used to form a family of words with related meanings. Bound morphemes work as meaningful units only in combination with other morphemes. That means they work with roots, combining forms, prefixes, and suffixes. They have no linguistic meaning unless they are connected to a root or base word. Roots are Latin and Greek. They are not words, but carry meaning. For example, in the word auditory, aud is the root, meaning hearing. Combining word is used with a particular meaning when joined with another word. For example, legged and four-legged. Prefix is added to the beginning of words, as in the un in unlikely. Suffix is added to the end of words, as in the able in predictable. An example that uses a prefix free morpheme and a suffix is unfriendly, the un being the prefix, which is a bound morpheme, the word friend, which is the free morpheme, and the ly at the end being another bound morpheme that is a suffix. Examples of bound morphemes are the s in plays, the re in replay, the ly in cheaply, and the en in Brighton. They do not coincide with separate word forms. They are used with a free morpheme to construct a complete word. It can appear as part of a larger expression. They only occur as a constituent part of words, and they are mostly divariational morphemes. Bound morphemes are used to make words plural, possessive, comparative, superlative, third person singular present tense, past tense, progressive, and past participle. Take the sentence, the farmer kills the duckling. The free morphemes would be the farm, kill, and duck. To add the bound morphemes, the er, the s, and the ling in the given example, those are the bound morphemes that we see in the sentence.
Now, as opposed to a bound morpheme, we also have free morphemes. And a free morpheme is a morpheme or a word element that can stand alone as a word. They can also be called an unbound morpheme or a freestanding morpheme. And free morphemes are actually considered to be base words in linguistics. And a base word is simply another way of saying that the words can stand alone in English. These words can have meaning on their own, but they can also have prefixes and suffixes added to them to make new words. An example of a base word would be cycle. Cycle is a full word in English, but it can also be added to or slightly changed to make a word like bicycle or cyclist. So with this word, cycle is actually the base word or the simplest form of the word without any prefixes or suffixes added. Additionally, most free morphemes can be modified by affixes to form complex words. But essentially, when you combine two free morphemes, you're creating a compound word, such as mailbox or airplane or baseball. But as mentioned before, free morphemes that are modified by affixes, they will form complex words, such as runner, blender, or unhappiness. With that being said, there are two types of morphemes that are based solely on what they do in a sentence. So on one hand, we have content words, and then we have function words. And so free morphemes that make up the meaning of the sentence are content words, and their parts of speech include nouns, verbs, and adjectives, which are commonly used in everyday speech. So these words are actually the most important parts of a sentence. And the meaning of the content words may change when combined with other morphemes, but their free morphemes will still make up the sentence's content. Free morphemes also include function words, and these words consist of articles, demonstratives, auxiliary verbs, quantifiers, prepositions, pronouns, and conjunctions. So, I will also list some examples as well, but basically, function words serve as a grammatical connection between content words. So, they're not typically combined with affixes that change their meaning.